everyone, today we're going to learn a little bit more about 3D shapes. We're going to be looking at their properties. So there are some special words that we need to learn first. Okay, so the first two words we're going to look at are the word faces and edges. So the faces of a shape are the flat part of a shape. So you can see here in the pink box, the arrows are pointing to the faces of this cube, those flat parts of the shape. And then in the green box, the arrows are pointing to the edges. So the edges of a shape are where those two faces join together. The other important words we need to learn today are the vertices or the vertex. So these are the corners of a shape. So you can see here on this cuboid, it has lots of corners. So we call them vertices. If we're just talking about one corner, so here there's only one corner highlighted, we would call it its vertex. Okay, so one vertex or lots of vertices. So those are the corners of a shape. And the last thing we're going to be looking at is the faces of a shape can be curved. So here on this cylinder, we can see that this face is a curved face with a curved surface. And at the top and the bottom of the cylinder, its face is flat. So we're going to be looking at our shapes to see whether they have curved faces or flat faces or both, like this cylinder. So here we have a cube. You can see that the faces are in green. So it has a flat face here. So if we count them, 1, 2, 3, and if we turn it round, we can see 4, 5, 6. So faces equals 6. So a cube has 6 flat faces. The edges of this shape are in red, so we can see them here where those two faces meet. So if we count them, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So edges equals 12. A cube has 12 edges. And then finally, we can count the vertices, those corners, and they are in yellow. So we can see those are the vertices there. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. So a cube has 8 vertices. So now we have a cuboid, also known as a rectangular prism, but we're going to call it a cuboid today. So if we just let it move around the screen, you can see that a cuboid, the same as a cube, has got 6 faces. Okay, so I'll just press this and you can see those 6 faces in green. They're all flat. However, a cuboid, you will notice that it has square faces and it also has rectangular faces, but it has 6 altogether. It has 8 vertices, so there in green you can see the corners, the vertices. It has 8 different vertices, and it has 12 edges, so the same number as a cube, it has 12 edges, so that's our cuboid. So here we have a square base pyramid. So if I just let it move around, you can see it has 5 different faces. So 4 of those faces are triangular shape and the one at the bottom is a square. So in green there, you can see those 5 different faces, all flat on this shape. It has 5 vertices. Remember, the vertices are the corners. So if I click on there, you can see in green, it's showing you the 5 vertices that this shape has, and it has 8 edges. So highlighted in green there are the edges of the shape. So it has 8 different edges.
Properties of cylinders. Cylinders are a type of 3D shape. You probably have lots of cylinders at home. Cylinders can be any size, but they all have the same properties. Cylinders have 2 flat circular faces. Cylinders have one curved face, and they all have two curved edges, but cylinders don't have any vertices.
Okay, so there we've had a look at some of our shapes and we've explored some of the properties. So we've looked at the edges, we've looked at the faces, we've looked at the vertices. So your job now is to choose one of these shapes, and you might want to go around your house and find a real life object that is that shape to help you, okay? And then in your home learning pack, you should have a piece of paper that looks like this. So it says wanted. So you have got to make a wanted poster for one of those 3D shapes. So you need to include the name of the shape, how many faces and what shape are those faces. So you need to look really carefully at your shape, and how many edges your shape has. So I've chosen a cylinder. So you can see there I've got a picture, so you can have a go at drawing a picture of your shape. I've written the name of it. I've looked at the shape of its faces, and I could see that on the top and the bottom of that shape, it had two circular faces, and the number of faces, it had two circular flat faces at the top, and around the middle it had one curved face. So in total that would be 3 faces. And I've also spoken about if they're flat or if they're curved in my description. And then I've counted the edges. So remember, the edges are where those 2 faces meet together. So I can see there was an edge at the top and an edge at the bottom of my shape. So I've written the number 2. So you can have a go, choose whichever 3D shape you like, have a go at making a wanted poster for it. So you can use some of the information here to help you. You can go and get an object from your house that you might have found in your shape hunt on Wednesday to help you, and see if you can find the faces, the edges, the vertices, and see if you can have a go at making a wanted poster. Can't wait to see them. Bye everyone.